Hey, my friends, this is your friend Kevin, and this is your divine inspiration message of today. So, our angel numerology number is a 2 today, basically saying that we need to keep going, keep the faith, and keep your vibrations up, keep your vibrations moving. Watch all of your negative thinking and go gently forward. Be harmonious, supportive, considerate, and also sensitive to yourself. It's about being tactful today, cooperative, and loving. If you have to have a difficult conversation with somebody, make sure that your challenging conversation, your words are encouraging and not combative. The number 2 day works with the 8 of Swords or the 8 of Air, depending on what deck you're using. You can also pull in the Wise Counselor, also known as a Hierophant. Ask for the help of Archangel Jophiel to show you joyful, happy, beautiful words. And Archangel Raguel, who will come in and bring that balance that you need to help you. I'm going to read from our friend Joanna Pantases, who has Starlight Wisdom for September. Reflecting on your journey is what her message is for today. And the daily affirmation is really big, bold word, grateful. I reflect on my journey with gratitude and look forward to the new beginnings ahead. Perfect. Now, my isms here is I am generating and radiating the vibrational energy of joy, abundance, and love. Oh, yes, I am. If we do these things, it's a bit like the negativity can't get in. The ego has to run away. Everything I say and do today leads me to more greatness. Everything I say and do today is going to lead me to more greatness. I am on the right path for the best divine benevolent outcome in all areas of my life, and so it is. The best divine benevolent outcome is a prayer that comes from our friend Vicky, who has been using this method of asking for divine assistance for decades. Thank you for the best of benevolent outcome for whatever it is you're looking for. Money, I am ready for the best divine benevolent outcome for abundance of money coming to you right now, so it is. I am constantly attracting the best divine benevolent outcome for wealth, prosperity. You can add on that the Buddha prayer, my money is growing, abundance comes to me easily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is all about the divine benevolence. We are here to be divinely benevolent, blessed. Let's go on with Joanna's wisdom, Starlight Wisdom. In the astrology insight, today the Sun conjuncts Mercury in Libra, offering a powerful opportunity for reflection and insight. Now, this is for all signs. This alignment encourages you to look back on the past month, reflect on your experiences to gain clarity on the lessons you've learned. That just says how far you've come since it started. It's a perfect day for journaling, meditating, or having meaningful conversations with loved ones. And you know, loved ones can include your spiritual community. As you reflect, consider how you can carry the wisdom gained into this new month ahead, October. Now, if you're into tarot and you have a deck in front of you, pull the Hermit card. Also, I think known as the Hierophant, but the Hermit's good. And the message from the Hermit is basically representing introspection, I should say. Wisdom and self-reflection, that's really it. It encourages you to take time for quiet repose, to seek that inner wisdom, and to trust your inner guidance. We must do that. And pull your own card if you want to pull your own card. Joanna suggests that you ask a question before you draw the card And the question might be, what wisdom have I gained from the experiences this month? And how can I apply it moving forward? Now, if you want a ritual, if you want something to physically do, then set aside time to organize a specific area of your life. The area of your life that you can organize, your physical space where you live, where you put your head. Start with your bedroom, where you rest. Is your bedroom cluttered? Is your bed made? Are your sheets clean? Have you dusted your furniture? Do you need to pick up clothes off the floor? Anywhere that you take rest needs to be a restful space. If you eat food, what's in your fridge? Is it clean? Not clean as in washed off, but vegetables, fruit, nuts, grains of the earth. All these kind of things. Do you need to let go of the condiments? Have you got half-used stuff in your fridge? Clean your workspace in your office. Light a green candle, or use a bowl of blessed water with a green piece of paper underneath it. Represent growth, represent focus. Imagine clearing away all the old energy and allowing the space for new opportunities. We are on a new moon, my friends. Repeat this affirmation. I am grounded and focused, taking practical steps towards my goals. And then when you're done, enjoy the sense of clarity. Enjoy the sense of focus that comes from an organized space. And if you want to journal, if you want to write down, if you feel like, doing a chapter of your life book, Joanna suggests writing this sentence to get you motivated. What areas of my life need more organization? And how can I create a more structured and efficient routine? I think that's pretty simple. Organize, write it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the positive stuff. And all of these things that she's suggesting are all to thwart off the ego. Now, the Happier Me affirmation from this Happier Me deck. I am grateful for all that I have and all that I am. And I pulled this card prior to opening up Joanna's journal and before realizing it was a number 2 day. Being grateful is such a wonderful gift you can offer yourself. Take 5 minutes each day and reflect on what you are grateful for. I do it in my journal. But also, what were you grateful for in the month of September? What did you accomplish? And even if you said, I got through it, be grateful. I got through it. It went through, I did it. And I'm also going to, shout out all those folks who braved that storm that roared through and said, oh no, we're going to just rip up anywhere from Florida all the way through to now Tennessee, Kentucky, going on up north. The devastation, the flooding, that's tough. That is really, really tough. No different to the fires in California or the earthquakes that are happening around the world. These are really tough times. Bridget's here with us to stir up that inner fire this week. Let our passions lead us to our purposes. The passion that you have, the gratitude that you have, the love that you have, the faith that you have, the hope that you have, stirs up an energy. It's a vibration. I asked my friends Gertrude and Beatrice and my small leprechaun Rory, who showed up not too long ago. Just a lovely gentleman who is just quite jolly and fun and like a little buddy. Whoop, there's our card. Actually, there's 2. They're flips, so I'm going to use them. One, I know, he said, yep, we're going to tell you to be quiet now. This is kind of lovely. So the 2 of Summer which is, love, cups, if you will. Um, may as well be the lover's card because here, well, let me hang on. Wait a minute. I know. Gertrude. Gertrude just stood there where she was with her hands on her hips and said, "Excuse me, you're about to tell us what our business is. Don't stop." All right, I get it. So I asked where they were. They're on the beach. They are playing in the sand. Gertrude is wearing a rather lovely 1920s, right? What they wore in the 20s, which was a bathing suit. It's polka dot, red polka dots on it, and it's got a little frilly dress to it. She said she looks pretty, she feels pretty, she looks joyful, she feels joyful. Um, Beatrice has not got her bathing suit on, but she's at the beach. Um, um, Gertrude's just playing. She's just having a good time. She's enjoying the earth. She's enjoying the sun. She's grateful for all of those things. And I guess the message really is sitting in gratitude and surrounding yourself with things that you enjoy, things that you like. So here's our two cards of the day. The star, number 17. And this is just saying all the stars are aligned. Look into the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith the power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. And Lord, do we not need happy changes? We've got this fairy. She's wearing sort of like a masquerade mask. But she's not lost. She's entering this realm with even more fairies. This is quite delightful. And then this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. And the energy that it's sparking is the Two of Summer. The Two of Summer is saying that falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone can also mean forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. But once again, if you see these words, don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. What do I want to say about that? I do want to say something. When we as people face adverse times, difficult times, challenging times, when what we knew, what we felt, what we believed, what we could rely on, our security gets comes out of whack, comes out of balance, doesn't have any real security to it. We tend to go inward, and sometimes not in a very good way. Sometimes we go inward and project the negativity and the darkness and the fear outward. And I have long since believed there are two polarities at play with every single thought, every single feeling, every single behavior. And those two polarities are linked to love or fear. Somewhere in the middle, we have to find some balance. If we were to live in, or wouldn't it be wonderful to live in love the whole time, all the time, never be out of love, always have that in love, harmonious honeymoon period of that love, then we would never experience the opposite. This is why we come into a physical embodiment to experience both and have a choice. Now, most of us tend to sort of kind of keep sliding down that scale of fear where the ego lives, because that's an energy that pulls us. It's an energy that our parents, grandparents, linear energy goes up through the ancestral line. It's habitual. has nothing to do with you or me or anyone. We somehow or another listened, perhaps believed, maybe bought into all of those things that, quite frankly, are lies. They're not true. What's true is what you feel really good about. What's true is what you really do feel great about. And that's why today of all days, the end of a month, is a good day, because it's a 9-month. So it's about procrastination, moving forward, letting go. Tomorrow's a 10-month, a 1, magical new beginnings. So letting go and releasing, organizing, going through your bills and dumping the ones that you've already paid, and all these kind of things allows that to move on out. The point I'm making is we live in fear. At some point, we've got to find it back into love. And when we surround ourselves with love, we come to that middle ground. We come to that center point, that okay, I'm good. Life is really good. So when we I get into it, the worry, the oh my goodness, the things I could rely on, I can't rely on much. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going to happen. But it's not the first time this has happened. What did I do the last time? I made it. What happened the last time? It all worked out. So why should this be any different? I don't know. That's kind of in a way what I'm sort of saying. We have this repeat that pops up. And it isn't the God or the universe that says, listen, I'm going to give you a little bit of the tough stuff. Louise Hay taught me a long time ago, and I've repeated it. Whenever you're faced with an adverse situation, tough times, and we all have, you get that bad news, that, difficult stuff. She says, after she had a car accident, and it looked like her car was totaled, and she made it, I'm fine, everything's okay, and from this, all good things happen. I can imagine what that feels like when someone says, something's going to finish tomorrow, this is going to happen tomorrow, what have you. Particularly when you're facing grief of some kind. Grief of a person, grief of a situation, grief of a home, any of that stuff. It is really challenging to say, I'm fine, everything's okay, and from this all good things happen. Some people are like, oh yeah, right, but this is how I'm feeling right now. Okay, good. Now, how do we get you to feel better about it? And that might upset people. It has. That might sound flippant. It might sound like you don't care. Oh, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here talking to you. If I didn't care, I would not be here giving you this heartfelt, I want you to feel better. That's why I'm standing here. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, as Beatrice said. You're running off. Okay, good. I'm hoping I'm making sense. I think I'm making sense. Get the Star card out, get the Hierophant card out, get the Hermit card out, Inner Reflect, use Bridget's Inner Fire to fire you up, and walk into the month of October with brand new magical ideas. Until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.